do this. All right, y'all. I'll wait for a few more people to get here. We're about to go live in a second. I am so sorry. We had to make some adjustments. Let me let the people know. Girl, you could just. Wait for some people to get in here. All right. Sorry, y'all. We are getting started in a second. I am so excited. Let's get the Netflix going, y'all. I know y'all probably like, girl, what are we doing? Oh, we about to get it popping. I don't know. Okay, our people are here. Our people are here. Oh. Are we ready? Can y'all hear? Let's get it. Y'all know how we do in here, okay? I'm just really excited, really excited. We about to start this in literally a few seconds. I've been waiting all week to do this. Y'all know if we not on live, then what are we doing? Yeah, we want to know. We want to know the moment. We want to know the moment. I don't know what's going on with this. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready? All right, let's go. I like to see myself. Okay, y'all, I'm excited. We about to press play on this Love is Blind. I got a headphone on, headphone off. In the meantime, on the screen, we're just going to Google Love is Blind cast. Let's go. Season 7. I don't know what that is. Images. Season 7. Lucky number 7. Okay, I guess these are all the people that's going to be there. I don't know, but we about to press play in 5, 4, 3, 2. Bow. Let's go. Let me try to move some stuff around so yeah, we could see reactions. Ooh. No, not you, Siri. Okay. If you can hear me, clap once. I seen a baby. Oh, hold on. Is this the right one? Okay. I seen a baby and I seen some other stuff. Listen, we got some food again. Okay. I'm not as dressed up, turned up as I would have liked to been. But we here. Oh! Who had a baby? Oh my gosh. We got a baby. Okay, listen. Outfit is... The outfit... Oh, shoot. My fault. Cam, where you at? You can come in here. Oh. Marissa came out by herself, y'all. Marissa came out by herself. You can come right here. Come right here. They ain't got to see you, but you going to see the show. Steven. Is it good? Yeah. Okay. I cook for my friend, y'all. Okay. Tim is a no. Yeah, we need this a little louder. What's up? We got some shrimp. We got some green beans. And we got some mashed potatoes. Ooh! Mm-hmm. Yes.
Welcome everyone and say hello to our former participants and some special VIP family members who are also joining us today. Hi everybody. Hi.
Oh.
We're excited. We're going to catch up with y'all in just a little bit, but thank you for being here as always.
And everyone, please do not worry. Brittany, Leo, and Leo's Rolex
Oh.
are all here today.
Oh.
Momentarily, along with many, many more surprises. So Washington, D.C. took us on quite a journey.
Y'all.
To flags,
DMs to REMs.
They look alright.
and matching science tattoos to the heartwarming I do.
See, I do.
Um.
Favorite parts of every season. I love every second.
Yo, Ashley look a little too happy for me right now.
Couples Taylor and Garrett and Ashley and Tyler. Congratulations.
What y'all think? Are y'all watching it? I hope y'all are watching.
I know, we always match. We're happy that your family got to join us today.
Mom is out there.
More than we get tattoos of all the chemistry we felt watching this season.
You've done it. The chemistry, but it's only good if it's used periodically.
Yo, Ashley done scratched her nose. Okay.
Seriously, Taylor,
But Ashley look good.
the best tattoo.
Yeah. I love Taylor's outfit.
Loved and comfortable and shows up every day for me. And
Okay.
that's all you can really ask, especially in these crazy, incredible circumstances. And he's my best friend, so yeah.
That's the best.
It's the best.
Best to be spent every day with your best friend.
It is the best.
Loving the new look. We've already
Even when your best friend gets on your nerves, okay?
version.
This is Garrett's glow up there.
Okay.
Is it safe to say that she spilled a blank space?
Here we go.
Oh.
in the world?
Here we go.
I mean, if you don't like them, you can just shake it off.
Oh.
In all seriousness, though, we talked a little bit about it earlier. We learned this from you on the season. Avid fisherman.
Yeah.
So have you had a chance to take Taylor fishing yet?
Oh, yeah, I had to. That was the real test, obviously.
Mm.
And
She passed.
oh yeah, flying colors.
We actually have photos of
This something spicy.
test. You can check it out.
Okay. Oh. Ooh, that's a big fish.
Okay.
And a great baby.
Well, you guys said grab it by the eyes. And I was like, ah. And you're like, no, grab it by the eyes. And I was like,
Did you watch Love is Blind?
So the eye
Oh, girl.
how you hold them.
Y'all, she didn't watch Love is Blind, and it was everything. No, this is season 7 USA.
From another very special fishing trip that you took here. Let's take a look at those.
Oh, it was a wow. Double date? Oh, men. It was all the men. Okay.
Guys,
I wonder when they recorded this, y'all.
why wasn't I invited on this bromance? So Tyler, was this a one and done fishing experience, or are you hooked now?
No, I had a great time. I told him, let's go again. I was surprised by how much fun I had.
Ooh.
All 3 of us.
Well, you said you're good at everything to pause, so I was testing it out.
Did I get a fish?
Eat with.
Ashley got her hand on her man's lap. He got about 3 kids, and they were by surrogate or supposedly. Ooh.
Today, and it's hard to believe.
Oh, wait, they do?
Almost a year now.
What? How did that happen so quickly?
Girl.
Yeah. So, bring us up to speed. How's it going? How's everything been?
It's been great, honestly. This year's been a lot of laughter, a lot of growth, a lot of love,
Mm.
a learning
Oh, it's supposed to be a year.
Mm.
We always talk about how
Yep.
important it is once you get married
Last year.
before the world finds out that
Yep.
time that you have, how crucial it is to the marriage.
Because social media done ran them down.
Foundation,
Let me be
because
quiet.
once the show is out there and your story is out there, then everyone wants to chime
Mm-hmm.
Just that bubble. That bubble was nice. Yeah. I'm gonna get into that. Tyler, you had spoken on the show and everybody was shocked.
Mm-hmm.
You revealed that you had donated sperm to help a friend and her wife have children.
Huh.
And then since then, there has been online chatter
Huh.
about your involvement in these children's life and it being more than you had initially
Mm.
led on. So
Wasn't that what's her name from
now
season 6?
clarify?
She got straight to the point.
Those kids, that family, they did not sign up for this. So what is happening now is I try to keep that from happening. Their birth certificates are online. Things that shouldn't be happening are now happening. And to get into the story, I did help a friend and her wife start a family, but her wife ended up leaving her and left her high and dry.
Oh.
This was my very close friend. So I stepped in, voluntarily stepped in
Mm.
and helped. So there's pictures of me around. You'll see me around.
Oh.
I spent holidays with all my friends, you know, all their
He ain't
kids.
denying it.
And I played a part that became very shaky with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
There's no rule books to this. There's no set lines to this. But I do want to let people know Ashley knows all this. This is
Oh.
news to the world. This has never been news to us. And I'm giving this explanation now because I feel like the world is waiting for it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't owe anyone an explanation but my wife.
But Ashley.
And if she's sitting here with me,
Period.
We got your back, man.
Period. Period. Cause I know that's why he didn't go up there lie. Listen, I'm gonna pause this real quick. Cause everybody kept going up on social media. They kept going up on YouTube, all that craziness. Talking about, oh, Tyler and Ashley. Let me just tell you about Tyler and Ashley. Okay? I actually like Tyler. And I said that. I like Tyler. This is Tyler right here. I don't know if y'all can actually see that. Can y'all see that? Normally, the picture's a little bigger. But either way, that's Tyler right there, right? I'm like, can we zoom in?
Zoom in on there.
Oh, here we go. Because we only need this little corner anyway. That's Tyler, y'all. I was rooting for them from the beginning, always. I like them. I think people are doing too much digging. The kids, oh, you was with so. All of that, y'all need to just cut out. All of that, you need to mind your business. I think they were a great couple. Let's continue.
I'm good. We're good.
Yeah.
I'm not going to keep harping on it.
Yeah. It's funny, everyone kept saying, I said, a lot in the pods, but not today. I do have some things to say.
Please do.
Starting with, like, who do you think has better insight on what's going on, social media or me?
Okay.
To imply that, like, she was blindsided, she didn't know, is, like, insulting to my intelligence.
Hello.
One. Number two, for the record, this is something he never wanted to share on camera. I just didn't feel like it would be an authentic experience or that I could continue the experience.
Hello.
I didn't, because I know me. I cannot hide my facial expression, so I think there would have been a disconnect, and the viewers would have noticed, my friends would have noticed when he went to meet them. So I told him, in some capacity, we have to talk about this. And, you know, there were things he was comfortable sharing and things he wasn't.
Let's
For
go.
example, one time I asked him, I said, do they know what you look like? And he's like, I don't think so. And you can tell. He was trying to lie. Yeah. So, of course, he divulged that information. I'm so sorry. Let me say that he was trying to lie for the cameras. But you guys had already had this conversation. So that's the thing is we weren't there. We weren't there for a couple other things we'll get to later.
Oh.
Even, but you guys had this conversation, and I see that.
And let me just say about Miss Nick Lachey. She's doing her job today. She's asking her questions. This is how you do a reunion. I don't know if she was doing all other 6 seasons, but this, she doing it.
Stay for cameras. You're trying to clarify because you want to be authentic, but also you're trying to protect him and these children. Everything that we didn't want to happen happened.
This was good.
The thing with humanity is they have a hard time. We have a hard
I'm like,
time.
if there's a little more mash, you can get some more mash.
Don't get anything that's taboo, anything that's out of our norm. And that's exactly what's happening. Instead of trying to rationalize, like maybe this was hard to navigate, right? And for me, I just know Tyler and his heart to know that it would be hard to navigate with a friend.
Yeah.
Easier when you're removed. And with him growing up in a single parent household and in that scenario when that happened with the divorce, it was very hard for him to remove himself.
Hello.
Be involved.
Hello.
This is now a single mom, right?
Come on.
That was hard for him.
Come on.
I just know that he
Yeah.
saying this is till death do us part.
Come on.
You can try. We've seen all the
Yeah.
moment. Be done with him. Ask Ashley.
And it's like, look, I said I do to all of it. I was aware and I took on what I wanted to. And this is a once in a lifetime kind of love. Yeah. This is a rarity and
Hello.
something that is worth risking anything for. And, you know, I ain't saying do nothing crazy. I'm just saying, you know, let's not get nuts. But, you know, this is something that I knew, of course.
Come on.
Look, I can go down and
Everybody's like, oh my gosh, we need to protect Ashley. Nobody cares that he's gonna have to pay child support and da. If y'all didn't watch the show, y'all would know this girl's actually smart. I never thought she was dumb for a moment. For a moment I did. I was like, girl, you about to take on all of that? But then it was just like, no, like she's in it. He's in it. Like, oh, I just hate social media. Y'all go on my threads. I was going in.
I wanted to, but this is something that I would never find again, and it's worth it all.
We're just so grateful for your love, and watching it the whole season was giving me all the feels.
Yeah, she had all of it. Well, guys, we know it's a sensitive subject, and
Yeah.
we really truly appreciate the
Vanessa
insight
Lachey, that's her name.
honest and forthright about sharing that here on the stage.
You've had your valleys, you've had your peaks. What do you think, if you can put it in a nutshell, is one of the best things about being married to Tyler Ashley?
Tyler is my calmest love.
Mm.
I've never felt so centered than I do when I'm with him. Whenever I have a bad day, you know, I call my mom. I still call you sometimes.
Yeah.
But now I call him first, you know, and it's good having a best friend that listens and hears from my heart. And like you said, the foundation that we have is so deep and beautiful. And, you know, we learned a lot of different things along the way, like dropping pride and dropping arguments, you know, picking and choosing your battles,
Yeah.
things like that. But I definitely
I didn't pick a good battle today at all.
calmness that he brings.
It's a ride, right?
We trying to get on here for my people. Like,
We say this about our relationship. To me, that's the way I would want it.
Yeah.
Continuing to learn, continuing to experience each other, learn from each other, and just enjoy that ride. So, Tyler, what about you? What's the best thing about being married to Ashley?
ooh,
Honestly, it's the unconditional love.
Yeah.
This a million times.
Pretty together.
I've gotten
Exactly.
hurt, playing sports, I've been
Kind of
sick.
Drake complex a little bit.
Some other things have happened, and she has been standing there.
He looked like he
There's never
lost
been a
some
day
weight,
where
though.
She said, or she hasn't said, "I love you." It's extremely unconditional. I've never experienced unconditional
I love them.
love to this extent, and she reassures me every
Oh.
we talk.
I keep forgetting I'm not typing on here, y'all. I'm sorry.
And for me, that's first time ever in my life experiencing this, and it's big. Now I'm starting to feel what unconditional love is.
Hey. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. We back in action. Oh my gosh. Okay. Sorry, y'all.
Her interviews and just seeing how she was falling apart was very difficult to watch back.
You mentioned for a majority of this experience, you
Look at
thought
my
you had
face.
found that. Can you walk us through what that was that derailed that for you?
Yeah, so
He's lying.
for me, once we got into that latter portion of the experience, I basically started to recognize how far of a space there was in our energy and how there wasn't that balance that I sort of felt in the pods. And there was one day where I think it just really hit home for me, and I realized and recognized that
Y'all,
if
he's-
I move forward with Marissa, every day I would be in a place where I would feel exhausted and overwhelmed. I don't want to change who she is. She deserves a person and a love that will embrace who she is fully as she is. I just felt that that person couldn't be me.
Hey, Vanessa. How you doing?
Okay.
Wow.
Is this the first time that you've seen Ramses?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there anything
Well,
that you...
No, the day that she called, when everything was called off, I was on my way for the wedding, and everything was called off,
Wow.
and she was upset. And of course, I'd do anything for her, so I did go up there and speak to him, even though I wanted to punch him in the throat, and try to talk him into, see what was wrong. And I'm thankful he called it off. I am. She would have carried that relationship.
Exactly.
So he did the right thing. And I thank you for that. That first out, he should have been honest and man enough to tell her I'm feeling a little bit of doubt instead of reassuring her every single time.
Exactly.
She really felt like when she came into this experiment, she was going to meet her
She,
one.
y'all, she asked him every time, we're fine. Then he wants to have sex with her with no condom. Please.
Thought you were it. And you broke her. I had to help pick her up. She was devastated.
Wow.
You didn't see that part. You got to walk away
Right.
and cry like you were the one that was hurt.
Yeah, no, you're correct. I should have been more forthcoming about those concerns I had earlier on. I didn't bring them up because I wasn't sure in the moment if it was going to become an issue for us or not. It took time for me to arrive at that place.
But you see, I didn't have like a say, right? Because everything you just said was like, I this, I that. It's like we're a partnership. It's like
Girl, he didn't want to be with you.
about my feelings. Like I don't have a say in like how we can better and grow as in a relationship.
No, I understand, and I take full accountability for the fact that I didn't bring this up sooner, and that's if I have any regret for this in this experience, is not having been more forthcoming about that with you.
I can't believe him.
And not to take away from the pain that you felt, but it was difficult for me as well. I saw us having a future, and I saw what it could potentially be, but unfortunately, I came to that realization towards the end of this experience, and it just made for a very
Kim, what you doing? Oh,
sort of heartbreaking situation.
y'all keep watching. I'm getting some more food.
Marissa, can I tell you something? You're beautiful, and your energy is beautiful.
Actually,
And-
I'm pausing. I can't wait. Y'all give me a second. I'm back. I guess I don't need my headphones. Y'all, how to get some more food? Thank you, Nick.
I don't mean this as a slight or emphasis at all, but you want to find someone who will love all of you and that part of you that is such a beautiful thing. So please don't feel like you did anything wrong in this. There's anything wrong with you. There's
Oh,
none
you
at
missed
all.
out.
You're a beautiful, beautiful soul and a beautiful person, and yeah, just always remember that.
I appreciate you.
All right.
Brandon, is there anything that was really like sitting with you that you wanted to kind of button up today?
Yeah, we had a lot of different conversations. There's one in particular that we had about contraception. I want to clarify, at no point did I ever try to present Marissa with an ultimatum. She had very valid reasons as to why she didn't want to use hormonal contraception. I'm well aware of the effects it has on a woman's body, and so I would never try to force that upon her. We had a conversation about multiple methods. It was a very nuanced conversation. We arrived at sort of a solution that worked best for us, and it wasn't a situation where I was just being whiny and bratty and like, oh, I don't want to use a condom or whatever that sort of perception is of that conversation.
So we could wrap it up. This conversation.
Right.
Always important to wrap it up.
Yeah. Listen, Vanessa is a girl's girl, and I love that about her because it's like, you're not about to be on here with these girls. Y'all come on this show and play on my show, and then y'all think I'm about to give y'all time? Next. Never.
Guys, one of our former couples who went on the journey of both heartache and ultimately great happiness. We want to welcome right now Zach and Bliss.
Oh, yeah.
Married, love is blind couple who welcome a baby. So congratulations, guys. Amazing.
They had a baby.
Thank you. Yeah, it's the best thing ever. She's actually backstage with my mom, so maybe we'll see a little glimpse of her later. But it's
Wow.
made our relationship and our love stronger and deeper, and it's the best thing ever.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
So tell us about her name, Galileo.
Galileo. Yeah, I'll let Zach take it.
It's the
Galileo.
spirit of the person that name represents is what I hope that my daughter embodies.
And it's perfect for her, and we love it.
And it's crazy that this little bundle of joy came out of you guys doing this whole experience.
Yeah.
So we have a little look back at your love story and how it all started.
You never told me what your favorite song or singer or like band was.
My favorite song is I Hope You Dance by Leanne Wombat.
Really?
Look at them.
Absolutely. That's like my mom's song.
They look like babies, y'all.
That's going to be my first right there.
I'm sorry, I'm like already a little bit crying. That's crazy. Go ahead, and I'm listening. I'm sorry.
When I was 16, my mother, she dedicated that song to me. She made me sit down and listen to it. And so I actually memorized it. I can sing it from memory.
I can sing it too.
You can sing I Hope You Dance from memory.
That's my mom's song. Like, how could I not?
Sorry, guys. He just has to come in and. Snap something up,
Ballet
y'all.
was born. We actually had I Hope You Dance playing in the background. So Leanne sent us a wombat.
Hey.
So if you don't know, her name is not Leanne Wombat.
Like you said in the pause.
Yeah, a little delirious. Her name is Leanne
Yeah,
Womack.
for you.
But she has a sense of humor. And she
By the
made
way, that took some effort. Wombats are not easy to find in your average.
I know.
Store.
she made this for us.
Oh.
Little
That's really
outfits for the baby, so it's really sweet.
I love it. Well, you guys, thank you so much for being here and continuing to share your love story. And we just feel like proud grandparents. I mean, you were
Foster grandparents.
foster grandparents.
We'll take it.
And we can't wait to see baby Galileo later on. So thank you so much. But speaking of wombats, let's change it over to ducks. Hey, Hannah and Nick.
Oh.
Segue now.
Looking back, is there any part of you that just wishes you had ridden the stinking duck that day?
No,
No? Still no.
I'm not getting nothing.
So,
These two right here, y'all.
in looking back now and watching it, you were very direct. And I just wanted to know if, looking back now in hindsight, do you think I'm glad I did that and, you know, we didn't end up working out, or were you thinking maybe I was a little too direct?
Yeah, I think my personality is I'm very to the point. I'm very direct. That's just who I am. I'm very blunt. And sometimes my delivery does not come out how I think it's coming out. I think I'm just like telling you exactly how it is, but really I just sound like a bitch. You know what I mean?
If y'all could see what she looked like, she don't look nothing like this picture right here. She look like she got her nose done. She got fillers in her cheeks, her chin. She lost all this weight.
So I just have to be a little bit careful. And like I'm aware though, even when we film, I'm aware that like I need to chill sometimes. Like I need to like not be so direct. So the things that I said were all true, but it's just the way that you say it.
How does that make you feel, Nick, to know that she's saying, yes, I stand by everything I say?
I wouldn't have expected her to say anything less. She's entitled to her opinion, and I certainly respect her. And I just think some things came across not completely true. Or, you know, I know she felt that way, but the delivery could have been a little bit better. And you know, I was a little confused with some of the things that she was saying.
Like what?
We weren't on the same level intellectually, you know, financially literate, respectful. You know, I feel like just watching it back, like, you know, she would tell her friends, part of the reason why, you know, I'm in love with Nick is because he treats me the right way and he's respectful. And then when we broke up, you know, I wasn't respectful, and it's just some things like that you kind of watch back, and like I said, you know, Hannah's entitled to you know, her perspective and her opinion. I just saw it a little bit different.
Nick demonstrated a lot of patience that I never would have had. So I'm very impressed by that, and I knew he's a good dude, but yeah, I was definitely impressed by his patience throughout the whole thing. So
what are you feeling when he says it takes a lot of patience to be in a relationship with you, to hear that?
Before we even go, I know Vanessa's a girl's girl, but she better get in Hannah's. She better too.
Yeah, I think for sure. Like I'm a big personality. Like I'm a lot. Like I'm self-aware, and like I know that like you have to have a lot of patience with me because like I am direct and I'll just say things. But yeah, I get it. I guess he had a lot of patience.
That's what she looked like, y'all.
So you don't have any, in watching it, I don't want to use the word remorse because I never want to take away from your independent strength, but in watching the way that it was delivered, and I know that you said you could have worded it differently, do you have anything you want to say to Nick about how you were communicating with him during your engagement?
I'm just direct. I am a very direct. It's harsh. It's bad. I know. This past year I've worked on it. Watching it back, I see, like, you could have said a lot differently, you know? But that's inherently who I am, and, like, I am direct. I just need to work on how direct I am. But, yeah. I'm just direct, okay? I'm a bitch sometimes. I get it. I know.
Oh.
AD.
Yeah. Listen, she's doubling down. She's standing.
Doubling down is that's exactly what's happening.
She said what she said, and she's standing on it. I love that for you, girl. And you look great, by the way. You look great. Appreciate it.
AD, please.
Awesome. And I'm sorry I was so cruel to you. I am.
It's fine. Like, you know.
We talk about Garrett's glow up, but you had a little glow up too, Hannah.
Thank you.
How's the last year been for you?
Oh, it's been hard as hell. It's been a rough year. But
When you say that, like,
I've just been working on myself a lot, just like internally and externally.
She got that
I had
nose
a lot of room
done.
to grow. No, I didn't have to watch it back to know that, right? Like, I already knew that when we filmed it. It's hard to figure yourself out and to make sure you're like the best version of yourself. So just been figuring it out, I think.
yeah. And do you feel like you're loving this version of Hannah who sits here today?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I think I do. Yeah.
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know. I just feel awkward right now. Like I'm gonna cry. I don't know why. Yeah, I do. I love myself. Yeah.
And I just want to say one thing. Hannah's fantastic. She's been getting way too much hate online for just being the type of person she is and being, you know, super transparent. Like, we need more of that, right? And she's received way too much hate.
Why are you
it's not
liking the hate
necessary.
comments then that people are leaving on your page?
Like what?
Like, well, people, like, of course I'm creeping on you right now. I'm, like, looking. And, like, people will say things, and it's not bad, but it's just, like, people will say mean things,
No,
and you, like,
yeah. So, you know, if
I don't
it's
think you mean it like
comments,
that, but it hurts my feelings.
yeah, no, I get it.
After we broke up, my friends are with me, and of course my friends are like, let's go through our shit. And we're packing up, and his work notebook, it wasn't like, it was just right on the table, just, like, out. And shipping up, and she's like, this is dated September, like, 18th, something like that. I'm not sure what the exact date is. I think it was 2 weeks right before we left. It was
2 weeks before you left for the pod, so right before filming.
Yes, like,
So she was being
it's a very
sneaky.
Nick note. It was like, there's 3 entries. So one goes, he wants to sell 2 homes this year. Okay, he wants to be in the best shape of his life in the next 2 weeks. And then the third bullet point, which was by far the most interesting, was that he wants to be the most famous person ever on Love is Blind. I was like, oh, okay, it all fucking makes sense now.
Do you remember writing that stuff?
Yeah. I want to set the record straight. I write 90-day goals. At that date was the end of my 90-day goals. When I'd written it, it was 3 months before that. I was with my friend. He got me into doing these 90-day things. He's like, you got to get into this stuff. And I didn't know what to write down. And, he was just like, write down anything. So I was like, okay, get in good shape, sell 2 homes. Obviously, I wanted to sell 10 homes by that time. And, be famous off Love is Blind. That was way before I even knew I was going to.
But who cares?
Way
2 weeks before.
That's the date. It's a 90-day thing. So I write the finishing date as that. So that was way before I even knew I was going to be on the show. I was taking it super light. We had been through a couple interviews. I would never sit there on camera and say I love you 100 times to someone if I didn't mean it. I was super genuine. I think everyone up here,
I just don't
guess
like,
except Hannah, would say I'm the same dude from start to finish.
And you.
I mean, yeah, I would expect you to have your girls back.
Not only that, Nick, but how, some of us come onto this experience serious about finding love.
Marissa,
and
please.
no matter if it's a 90-day date, a year date, I think writing down that you want to come on the experience to be the most famous person on Love is Blind, it's like a slap in the face to some of us and some people who weren't able to come onto the experience.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know that you were a good person when I knew you in the pods, but then you hear about these things and you're like, what were you here for?
It was so irrelevant and meaningless to me. That's why I left that notebook on our counter every single day we lived together. I knew it was in there, and if she wanted to look through it, fine. But I felt like Hannah knew how I felt. I was telling her I loved her. She met my family. I lived with her. I was taking it extremely serious. I wouldn't have been on the show if I wasn't.
I think they're just, to Marissa's point and maybe to Hannah's, and we've had this on other seasons before where we question people's genuine reasons for coming here.
That's not me at all.
I think Nick is a very calculated person. And to hear the things that he was saying behind my back after the reveal, after the reveal, I was just honest. I'm an honest person. Nick, to be honest, I did feel like I was a foot taller than you in that situation. I'm not a foot taller than you, but I felt like that in that moment. And if that's what I did, he was ugly, it was like anything, and I'm getting hate for that. But meanwhile, I hear that he's saying, stuff after the reveal, calling me, your grenade, and calling me ugly, and all these people are saying that he's saying all these things behind my back. But then when he gets on camera, he's like, Hannah's just so amazing, and everything she does is so perfect. And it's like, no, it's not. I'm literally being mean to you. I don't understand what's going on. And so I think my frustration was what the fuck is going on? I just didn't know what was going on. And then when I found that note, I was just like,
Lord.
Oh, okay, I see what this is for you. Doesn't mean that, maybe he went on for the wrong reasons and he liked me and he wasn't expecting that. Maybe that's what happened. But, be so fucking for real. That's not your reality.
And being one of her best friends, Marissa, you agree with that?
Yeah, I would definitely agree with
Look
that.
at them.
I mean, I have always had conflicting feelings between Nick and Hannah just because I did get to know him and I got to know him as a really good person. But with the things I was hearing, about her looks and how he was rating her and things like that, it just makes you question, okay, was he serious about her?
When you say other people, do you mean other people in this room?
Yeah, I'm not the only one, and there's people on this couch who can also vouch.
Because those are fairly serious. If you're accusing him of saying things, behind her back about her looks and etc. I mean, that's.
Yeah, I think if we need a fact check and get perspective,
that
was her.
Didn't you say about my looks, was it with Ramses, maybe Garrett, I can't remember, that he was asking you guys to rate what I looked like?
I never said that. I never said that.
Did that not happen?
If I'd like to tell my perspective,
you're going to talk
can I talk?
Honest, at least.
Yeah, of course. And Marissa, thanks for saying I was sincere off camera because that's how I was. You dated me, and we were we dated each other pretty far in the process. There's a reason why you kept talking to me. There's a reason why.
I've had your back with Hannah multiple times off camera and since the show's revealed.
I understand you want.
Is it real though, Nick? Because how's it real? Because then, okay, we break up, whatever. The only time you've texted me this past couple years, are you going to share the notes of production?
No, I actually texted you 3 days ago.
You texted me 3 days ago after some girls DMing me talking about how you're trying to fly her out for the reunion.
Oh,
what are you talking about?
Oh, the girls that you've been DMing, they're sending them to me.
Oh,
okay.
No.
Yeah, so I've read them all. So don't act.
We're not.
I'm going to speak.
just spoke. Because all of this is your perspective, and
Okay.
you're trying to shit on me for no reason. I never brought your looks up once. This whole thing is blown out of perspective. I never once mentioned Hannah's looks at all, right? You know, you said your
Are
piece.
y'all really gonna sit here and
That's
like,
not
come
true,
on,
man.
come on.
That's not true.
Francis.
I talked to you about it.
You talked to Steven about it, and Steven talked to me about it.
I didn't
You
talk
have to
to
be
Steven.
honest. You did. You said not nice things about the way Hannah
Oh,
looked.
wow.
I didn't
Hannah has
say
said
that.
shitty shit about you on camera and off camera, and you have also. So just take accountability.
Yeah, just
I didn't.
okay. So
And-
Monica,
and
you
what
said she looked like a
what
grenade.
did-
You literally
sorry.
said she looked like a grenade.
I never said
You
that.
Yes,
called her
you
a
did.
grenade.
I
Rated
never
her
said
number
that.
5 out of 10.
I never said that.
Yes, you did.
That's what you guys heard from this person and this person.
You're friends.
Yeah, okay.
Steven, I don't want to bring up bro code and any violation of bro code.
Right,
I mean,
but what
this is
happened?
Clearly sounds like it's gone through you. So did that happen?
What happened?
Yeah.
I mean, we've got to be honest. That's why I'm protective of Hannah, because there was a lot of other things happening that clearly explain.
But let's be real, y'all. Hannah was being just like, the only time I seen her look nice was when she go see her parents and his parents. She was looking sloppy. It is what it is. Next.
And why she would feel insecure.
Like, I don't get why people come on this show and they don't come on as the best versions of themselves. Granted, you find someone and they make you better, but why didn't you come on the show as the best version of yourself? Why wait until after the show to be the best version of yourself? Y'all are dumb.
Relationship, and why she would feel frustrated. I mean, yeah, you said you talked about her looks in a very unkind way. When we were flying home from Mexico, you were the only one on the plane telling strangers, like, we're here to film a show, we're here to film. I mean, it was like, it was hard to watch. It didn't seem, like, when Hannah found the note, Hannah reached out to me shortly after she found Nick's 3 goals. I think the same day. I was 0% surprised.
Yeah, we weren't
0%
shocked.
surprised.
It's just funny to hear, you know, the woman kind of getting at me, because I never talked to them once on the show. I never told Steven, you know, how I felt about Hannah.
Steven, he just said that he never talked to you about the grenade. Is that?
He talked to me about the grenade, but he didn't tell me about how he actually felt, because again, we had only had the reveal.
I'm
But he
sorry,
talked
he-
about the grenade.
He said she looks like a
does.
grenade.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is, like, as far as the rating scale goes, I specifically do not remember that conversation. But
There's
I do
people on
remember-
this stage who do.
There's people on this stage who would have my back and know that I'm a good guy
Where
and I was
they
here
at?
for the right reason.
I personally feel like this conversation is extremely mature. I'm just counting seconds till we move past it, to be honest.
Well, these are things that we do have to talk about. Like, it's
Why?
uncomfortable, but we
Let's
have
talk
to
about you and him.
Immature, Garrett. Like Hannah's getting killed on the internet, right? Like,
Who cares?
Nick, and I'm sorry
She deserves it. She was Evo.
for that on like as her best friend. I'm sorry that she was like that, and like she should not. She's been mean to me before too. Like she has room to grow.
I can think that you guys are out for
Yeah, I call Hannah out before.
It's not that it's it's all her. That it's her. It's her. It's not him. That he's this golden retriever puppy dog. You're not Nick. Okay, you said some mean shit. It got back. Ramsey, you want to sit there quietly? Go figure. Like you know what you fucking said. You know what
Whoa.
you said. You're gonna be the bad people for attacking.
Right, like,
Retrievers.
I think you should ask the source. There's so many rumors that go on the show.
It's the truth. I know exactly the
that's your
scenario where
truth.
you said
That's
it
your
because they
perspective,
told
and
you.
I have my perspective on it.
It's not perspective. It's okay, fine.
You saw the whole
They
show.
lied. They lied to me. It's fine. Ramsey lied to me.
You saw the whole thing.
All right, Alex, I see you uncomfortable over there. Did you want to say something?
No, I'm fine. It's just kind of baffling because
Let's wrap this up.
Nick,
Please.
love you, but you did not like what Hannah looked like, and everybody knew that. It was very
Who
clear.
did I have a conversation with that about?
We all knew it. You talked about it, so it's just kind of crazy.
Who did
that
I
you're
talk
sitting
about
here
it with?
saying that no,
Who
that's
did I
not
talk
true.
about it with?
All right, Nick.
If there's any moment to take accountability for anything, it's right now. Like,
Oh, Ramses
everybody
wants to
messes
speak
up.
up.
Everybody says things that maybe you regret, but let's keep it 100, man. Like, things were said.
Oh, we're gonna clap for
Like,
Ramses
it's
now.
It's not a dig against you, but like,
Lord.
it's this is the moment to take accountability. Like, we're not perfect.
Yeah, I
you know?
said I was underwhelmed when I saw Hannah at the review. I never said she was a grenade.
Or number
I
5.
never said
5
that.
out of 10. Okay.
Why did she invite me over a month after the show to hang out?
Because we're all human. I was fucking that man. Like we all do crazy shit.
Oh no. Y'all see her mother's, if y'all not watching, her mother's like, you was doing what? Why? Desperate. No, we're not doing that. We're not doubling back. Like, you broke up on national TV. Why are y'all doubling back? Y'all are dumb.
Yeah, because I just didn't have sex with one time just to make sure it wasn't that bad.
She hated the type of person I was. She wouldn't have hung out with
She
me.
was insecure. Clearly, she was being a bitch. You had your issues. You were being
It's not.
fucking fake.
Her insecurities were getting projected on me
Yes,
throughout
you're
the entire
right.
show.
And you're right, but you also were not being 100% honest
But
either.
you're also making me feel insecure. I do admit that.
By
like,
what?
I do
You
that.
both
By
were
what?
wrong in your own ways. Like, just.
I know. I do
Whatever.
that.
We know you were wrong. You were fucking wrong. We're all wrong.
Is that a fair way to say it?
Oh, Marissa's mother is not happy with her, y'all, because I'm not either.
Should we wrap this up? Wrap it up, baby.
All right. We're actually going to dive into one of your most memorable arguments. Why not just put gasoline on the flame?
Put it on.
This was after Nick talked to Katie. Hey, girl. One of Hannah's best friends, for what Hannah thought was just a little too long. So take a look at this clip.
Katie had came up to me 3 different times tonight. My best friend told me how attractive
Her
you
best
were.
friend after 30
What does
days.
that have to do with me?
Just let me explain. He's hot, Hannah. Like, I'm really into him. She said 3 different times, right?
What does that
And
have
then
to
in
do
the
with me?
same day, you said that you really
What
wanted
does
to
that
talk
have
to
to
Katie.
do with me?
And then you two get together. I have no clue what the fuck you're saying. I
So-
have no clue what the conversation is, right? But to me, it hurts because it's like, that's my fiance, my best friend. Like, that's like, it hurts me. At the end of the day, it's like, is that a best friend who disrespects me like that? And is that a fiance that disrespects me?
So
like
my
that?
question for you is, you're not secure in this. You don't trust me. That's what
It's
really
not
what
that I
it
don't
comes down
trust
to.
you. It's about respect.
Do you trust me?
I don't know if I don't trust you, but I don't know if I trust Katie.
Oh!
Hi. What was it like watching that?
That was hard. I was so excited to see everybody, especially Marissa and Hannah. We're the trio. They're my best friends in the pod, so couldn't wait to
In the
see them.
pods.
And then, of course, throw me in the mix with all my exes. Hey guys, that was fun. The last thing I wanted to do was hurt anyone. That was never my intentions. And Nick and I talked at the end of the evening. I had no clue how long we were sitting there talking. I also had no idea that Hannah was upset. Truthfully, I didn't. I thought our conversation was fine. Nick and I dated for 3 days in the pods, and I never had a situation where I said, hey, I'm breaking up with you, I don't want to see you ever again. We just never saw each other again, so he had questions. And we're both charismatic people. You know, you look back and we're laughing, and it looks like we're flirting, and for the record, I said he was cute. 2 times. Hot, cute, sexy, whatever, cute. But it's tough to hear that because I thought Hannah knew my heart. I thought Hannah knew my intentions. When I found out how upset she was, I was sick, like sick to my stomach. I couldn't apologize more. I sent her flowers, like I was really unwell.
What?
And to sit on that for a year
Why?
of anxiety building up and not knowing like what we said or how I upset her, and then to see it back. You know, words can bounce right off of you, but to hear like your best friend say like that she doesn't trust you, I mean, I have to ask Hannah, like, are there weight in those words? Or I know we've been past this. I know we've talked about this to exhaustion, and I love you. You know, I love you, Marissa, so much. But I have to ask, like, I didn't anticipate that.
Like, it's nothing against you, I promise. I said, I don't know if I trust Katie. I trust you, Kate. I don't know why the freak I said that. I don't know. I was just in the heat of a moment. We were arguing. If I would have said I don't trust you, then he'd be like, well, you shouldn't trust Katie. So if I just say, I don't know, I just don't trust Katie, the argument's over. But, like, it's not right. I shouldn't have said that. Of course I trust you. We've been best friends the past year. It was just that, like, you guys were having a conversation. I had no clue what the hell you guys were saying. Like, now that I watch it, it's not that bad. But, like, I don't know what the heck was going on. So it was just my emotions were heightened and stuff. But Katie, I trust you.
Thank you.
I
appreciate that. Thank you.
Girl, bye.
Well, there's someone here who might have thoughts on all of this. So let's bring them out. Please join us in welcoming our favorite ENTJ and aspiring trophy wife. Yes, I'm talking about Leo and Brittany.
Woo! Oh. Are they together?
Hi, Brittany. How are you?
I love
Hi,
Brittany.
Leo.
Hi.
Leo, I'm just going to go right into it. You had a lot of conversations in the pods, but in watching it back, did you ever realize how often you spoke about money?
I know. It seemed like I really couldn't shut.
Let me tell y'all, Brittany look like she been iced down right now. Okay, come on, Brittany.
About it. You know, we were encouraged to talk about all aspects of marriage, including finances, and I think I overcooked it a little bit with the money talk. Yeah, I didn't realize until I was watching it back. When I was watching, I thought, geez, this Leo guy won't shut up about it. So I if I could do it over again, I wouldn't have led with that so much, because I wish that they could have gotten to know me more than just, you know, what I do and the money I have, because that's so low on the list of, like, how I see myself.
Well, you did spend a lot of time in the lounge with the guys. You guys all, you know, got really close, which is another thing we love. There's a brotherhood and a sisterhood that exists that nobody will ever know except for all of you. But you guys, in talking with Leo, what was your takeaway from every time he would come in, whether it was trying on his Rolex or just hearing his stories? You're laughing, Tim.
Yeah, I'll talk, man. Leo's a misunderstood guy. He really is. He's a high-level
Alex
thinker.
looked at him like that.
And he processes out loud. The problem is that can get you in trouble sometimes, especially in a medium like this. Leo has a good heart, man. He's, again, high-minded. He knows his shit on a lot of levels. He's super creative. Man, some of the bars, y'all got a taste of it. But
yeah.
You can put, man, this dude could out-rap. You know, I ain't gonna say nothing crazy. I ain't gonna trouble.
Don't get Hendrick on me.
Yeah, hey, look, we're in LA. I don't want no problem. But, man, real talk, man. Leo, he's a good guy. I can attest to the fact that he took this seriously. I would often tell him, brother, I know that you're trying to process and take this so seriously, but eventually you have to make a decision. You were kind of sitting on the fence, and you had to take the lick how you did. You know, he's got a lot more to offer this world than art and commentary about money.
Y'all, Brittany look
even
good.
though he has plenty of that to offer too. Real talk, man. I love you, brother.
I love you too, man. Thank you.
Well, Leo, you said
Who's
you
giving
came here
ick right here?
wanting a tennis doubles partner.
Yeah.
But tennis is literally a sport where love means nothing.
Oh, jeez.
Ironically.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Deep thoughts.
Oh, now deep thoughts. Wise thoughts and
In
deep
tennis,
thoughts.
love means nothing. And unfortunately, you ended up alone. So, what? Maybe you put it out there with the tennis thing.
Nick, we certainly don't mix words.
What was it like for you, and I use your words here, what was it like for you having to decide between two amazing women?
Gosh, I mean, you can see how torn up I was with the decision, and maybe this is a bit of a goofy analogy, but, you know, when you're at a restaurant and, you know, you're between, should I have the pasta or the steak? And the waiter comes to the table, and he's like, is everybody ready to order? And everyone says yes, and he goes around the table, and you're like, let me order last. And you're trying to take every little bit of time. I was, like, fighting for every second of time. The issue is, the food has feelings. I was so wrapped up in my decision that I really wasn't realizing how it was impacting people, how it was, you know, what I was doing to Brittany, what I was doing to Hannah. And so it's something I've been working a lot on. Is I'm someone that likes to have control of every situation and make decisions. And I've been really trying to work on taking other people into consideration with that.
I actually understand what you're saying, but I think that women probably don't want to be associated with being steak or pasta.
Right.
I'm all right with being associated with meat, apparently. So.
Steven, we'll get to you.
We'll get to you in a minute, buddy.
Steven is ready.
You're a little antsy over there.
He is ready,
I've
y'all.
been a little too chatty.
Yeah, wait your turn.
Don't worry.
We gotta set the table for all the meals for you.
Oh, yeah.
We have not forgotten about you, my friend.
Oh, that's fine. I was hoping you had, but it's okay. I'll be here.
All right, well, Leo, is there anything that you want to say to Hannah or Brittany about how you handled those final conversations?
Hannah, how I acted towards you in that night and morning conversation, the amount of shame that I have, the temper tantrum that I threw, and then in the morning, for me, how delusional I was for me to call our breakup mutual, like, I got dumped. Then to put you in this weird position of, like, putting in a good word for Brittany, that was so weird and strange, and, like, I wanted, like, hell would be being locked in a dark room, being forced to rewatch that scene over and over again. And honestly, Hannah, I'm so sorry. You do not deserve that. And Brittany, I put you through a hell of a lot too. And I'm so sorry also for just how my inability to make a decision just, you know, put you through the ringer. in the pods.
Thank you.
Speaking
Brittany,
of you two,
Brittany,
they
let's
dating?
let's talk a little bit about the reveal. There's been a lot of chatter about your reveal. How did you feel watching that back?
I was hoping it would never be shown, to be honest. I was fully aware of how awkward it was as I was living it. But, you know, as I was watching it, I was like, okay, this isn't too bad. And then it just got worse and worse.
It did. It really
But
did.
I wasn't uncomfortable with him. You know, I know there's a lot of talk about, like, him kissing me and touching me, but he was the most comforting part of that moment. I was just so uncomfortable. You're pretty used to being on cameras at that point, but it's like, you know, there's all eyes on you. So I was really leaning into him for comfort, but still, like, this is a stranger. Like, I just didn't know how to, I don't know. Honestly, I wish he kissed me more to shut me up because I was filling the blank spaces with stupid words.
so was it a surprise to you when you learned that you were not going to Mexico?
No, honestly, I knew. I really, truly knew. We were the weakest link. I never told him I loved him. Therefore, we had alternate plans already set up.
Okay.
Were you guys given a reason? Did they explain to you why you didn't go?
Yeah, we were the weakest link. You know, of course, they take it seriously. Like, they follow couples that they think are going to make it to the altar, and we clearly did not. They were right.
Spoiler alert. I was crushed. Who doesn't want to go to Cabo with all of your friends and, you know, women that you're excited to see, that you've heard about all of their fiancés? But I understood where they were coming from. I mean, everybody takes this really seriously, and I completely understood. Doesn't mean I wasn't sad, though.
Well, a lot of viewers are dying to know what actually happened in Miami, and lucky for all of you, Brittany and Leo have shared a photo with us.
Show me what you're cooking. Oh, let me see the
It's what matters, guys. Diamonds and Rolexes. It's what we're here for, dreams. No, but seriously, in all seriousness,
Right,
you
what
spoke
happened?
about your superpowers. You know, my hair, my twinkly eyes, and you finally got that back, and you were able to go to Miami with Leo. How was that for you?
We had, honestly, a very good time. I think vacation truly is the make or break in a relationship. And we did not pass that test. But we did have so much fun. We hung out with my best friend a lot. She's here. And she lives in Miami. All my friends love Leo. I love Leo. I think that's something no one really knows, is we're very good friends now. We talk for hours.
Is this the first time you've said, I love Leo? On camera?
You guys can go to Cabo now.
Right.
Flip it.
On camera, I truly do love Leo, though, now, as a person. We're very, very close. But traveling together, you know, there's just some quirks that you realize you're not compatible with long term or in a romantic way. For example, he's gonna kill me, but he would, whenever we had a drink, he would take a sip of my drink. No matter what it was, we would have the same martini, and he would just take a sip of mine. And I'm like, Leo, you have your own. But,
Why were you taking drinks out of her drink?
I don't know. I can't help myself.
Is this something you know that you do?
I love to share food. I love to share drinks. And, you know, I think sometimes the little things really do add up.
But you knew after that your time in Miami, you're like, this is not gonna work.
Yeah, but also we're such good friends. Like, it was like we really just realized that we were better as friends. And I mean, honestly, we talk about our own dating lives. We talk on the phone literally like an hour a day. It's insane.
Well, are either of you seeing anyone today?
I am.
Okay.
That's all I will say. I am.
Leo, are you on the market or are you off the market?
I'm on the market.
Leo's on the market.
Leo, can I say something, man?
Yeah.
I would have loved to have hung out with you in the men's lounge for a couple of weeks.
Right.
Okay, wow, thanks.
Leo was cool, y'all.
It's great to talk to you, man.
Likewise, Nick.
Oh, man. Excuse me, guys. I've had a tough time sleeping lately. No, Alex. No, this is not you.
Oh, okay.
My man, Steven.
Hey-o. Hey.
Sir Sleep a Lot. Hey.
Oh.
Sir Sleep a Lot.
I think we are all dying to know what exactly was in those
Text messages.
Sleep test results.
And the sleep test results?
Yeah.
I have sleep apnea.
Are you on the CPAP?
No, I got cleared for one, but unfortunately
Steven, tell us what was in the text.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. They're pretty juicy. I don't remember.
Wow.
I really don't. I deleted them.
So during a sleep study test, there were DMs sent. Let's get to the thick of this here.
For the respect of the individual, I'm not going to go too deep into it because they don't need to be brought into
Well, you shouldn't have done it on a reality show.
You're absolutely
so-
right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, that ship has sailed.
We get into it.
You respect that individual, but you certainly didn't have respect for me in that moment. So that's
He did not want to be with her. He didn't want to be with her. That was it.
You're absolutely right. I take full responsibility for my fuck up. Me and Monica even talked about this off camera. We had a date 2 weeks after we talked about it too to sort of
It wasn't
handle
a
the
date.
situation.
We went to dinner.
Well, sorry, we met up for dinner. I apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize. We met up for dinner. We talked about this. I even wrote a letter to her parents apologizing for my actions.
But did you write that letter so you could say that to everyone today?
No, I wrote that.
Wow, really?
No, I wrote that letter because I feel bad about the situation. And it was a mistake that I now have to live with for the rest
I
of
knew
my
you would bring that up. It's like as soon as you had
Oh,
the
she
chance
don't be
to.
quiet.
As soon as I got that letter, I was like, he's doing this so he can say it at the reunion.
I apologize. That wasn't my intention, but if that's how it came off, I do apologize.
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, if you can't trust me, then there's nothing that I can say that'll change anybody's mind. So nobody's really wanted to listen to me from the beginning.
I wanna hear
so I understand that. I'd love to tell it, but to be honest, I don't think anybody believes me, wants to hear. So at the end of the day, why should I? Nobody wants to believe me. Nobody cares about my side of the story. I acknowledge 100% that I messed up. I've done everything that I thought I could do. I talked to my parents. I asked them what I should do. I've done what I'm supposed to do. I've read books. I go to therapy. I do all these things. At the end of the day, nobody cares. No, because if they did, we wouldn't be here right now having more accusations about something that we squashed a year ago. But I understand that I completely fucked up. And how much more responsibility do I have to take? I had a moment of weakness where somebody texted me and they were talking about a heart condition. And then immediately after that, they go into, so I've gotten into some interesting fetishes lately. Understanding that this is probably a reaction or a conversation that I should not entertain, I was still curious how you made this jump. So I said, what kind of fetishes? And then I entertained that. Yeah, I entertained that conversation and I knew I shouldn't. And then I put my phone down during the sleep study and I said, you know what? I've done this before. I know where it ends. This is the man I don't want to be. But I never deleted it because to me, I emotionally conquered a demon that I've been fighting for a while.
We have a picture. He was at a sleep study, so that part is true.
Yeah.
This was from that night. But something that sticks out is, Monica, in the pods, I remember early on, he spoke about cheating. He said, I slipped into a girl's DMs, and your reaction was surprising in the sense of, I'm so sorry, thank you for sharing that. But it was an interesting, in hindsight, red flag. Do you think, looking now at the situation, that maybe you had rose-colored glasses and maybe you ignored some of these signs because you wanted to be married and find your person?
Honestly, no. I don't think so. I think Steven and I's conversation in the pod was obviously much longer than you all get to see. And that was the first of many of them. And I've dated a lot of cheaters and not anyone until Steven had been honest about an indiscretion. So I very much appreciated the fact that he was telling me this so early into our relationship. I actually saw it as a yellow flag, maybe not like a green flag, but he was being honest about it. And he said in that conversation that he'd been in therapy ever since. It was the biggest mistake he ever made. He was really, really hard on himself once he got caught. Like, you know, there was a lot that he did in terms of trying to do the work and still doing the work. And like, I never in a million years, even though he shared that with me, that he'd done it before, he made me feel so safe that when I say I never saw it coming, never in a million years. So people might, you know, watch the show and think differently. Like, there were signs there. Maybe we weren't going to make it all the way. We certainly weren't supposed to, that's for sure. But I never in a million years would have thought he would have emotionally cheated on me. Never.
Do you regret it?
Yeah, fucking of course.
Do you still talk to this woman?
This is the weird part, and nobody's going to believe this, but I only talked to her that one day. I've never met this girl in person. This is someone that I knew through Instagram. Never met her in person, only talked to her that one day. I know what it sounds like, but that's the truth. I haven't talked to her since.
Monica?
She gonna fake cry? Fake cry?
I don't know. I know that those texts were very long. Like, they went a ways back. I mean, you didn't start texting her that day on Instagram.
No, I've known her for years. Those
Okay,
texts
yeah,
are just, I don't delete my text threads. And that's the other thing. I don't delete my text threads. Monica knew I didn't have a password on my phone. I
didn't know that. I didn't know if you had a password or not. I don't know if you had a password. You've been saying that too, like you should have a password on your phone. I didn't know. I wasn't like sneaking in your phone. I didn't know.
No, and I'm not saying you were. I'm just saying we
Okay.
talked about it in the pods. My phone, especially in a relationship, is completely open to my partner because if I'm doing something wrong, I deserve to get caught. 100%. And that's essentially what was happening.
But just stop doing something wrong.
You know, and you're absolutely right.
From sleep tests
Hey-o.
to sleeping while the in-laws are in town.
Oh!
And that landed her in the doghouse.
Woof, woof, baby.
Woof, woof. Hi, Alex.
Hi.
You're looking fly.
Thank you.
Cut the hair.
Yes.
You know, they always say whenever women cut their hair, you cut off all the old energy.
Correct.
Hi, Tim.
Howdy.
You didn't cut your hair.
Oh, hey, I'm hanging on to what I got left.
Hey, that's how I feel.
Hey, look, still in the fight.
So, Alex, all joking aside, Tim said your argument on the getaways was so bad that he almost left early. Can you shed any more light on what
She put her
we
hands
didn't
on
get
him.
to see on camera?
What you didn't get to see was a verbal disagreement. As you saw, I'm very close to my family. And my dad had been admitted to a rehab facility a week before I left. And being 3 weeks not talking to them, it just kind of waked
Alec got a lot of excuses, y'all. A lot.
on me at that moment. And
That's
I
one.
just wanted space.
Keep track. That's one.
Go to bed, take a shower, go to bed. That's literally all I wanted to do. But unfortunately, I wasn't given the space that I was wanting, which turned into a disagreement. Simple as that.
Tim.
First and foremost, like, I don't want it to come across like there's any actual animosity here. Like, I still wish her the best. I mean, there's a reason I fell in love with this woman. And I acknowledge all the beautiful things about that. My version of events, she had left before me, the pool party, so I'm trying to catch her, but I could tell she's upset. So in my head, I'm thinking, okay, this is my fiance. I want to be there for her. So I approach her, I'm saying, hey, are you okay? What's going on? We're in this hotel bathroom. Everything's been good to this point for me. And you're crying on the floor, so I'm trying to be there for you. I understood that she was upset about something with her family, but I'm also trying to understand because at the same time, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So it quickly turns contentious, and it got to the point where, yes, I did feel like things got out of hand from a boundary standpoint, to where, yes, what happened with the hand being put over my mouth was put over my mouth. Yes, I was called something other than the name that I was given on this earth. I know the medium that I'm on. I know that I'm a 225, 6-foot black man. I don't want to get portrayed as this angry person to where we are fighting and squabbling it out on camera and understanding there's producers outside the door, et cetera, et cetera. But also, if I'm talking to someone I love, y'all hear it in my voice right now. I can't be quiet. Ask me. I'm not here to, I don't force my opinion on anybody, but don't ask me what I think unless you want to know. Whatever partner I have in this world, I'm hoping that they understand that about me. I took everything with this
Brittany, be
process
quiet.
and how I felt about her so seriously from the jump. And I don't want it to come across because things ended how it did. There wasn't something beautiful about what connected us. I hate the fact that our worst moment is the moment everybody wants to hear about the most.
I will say, I think you are definitely looking at it in a magnifying glass. Every single one of you. I know right now it feels like the world's coming down on you individually. I know it's hard to see outside of the box. Trust me when I tell you, I know. But I think the reason that people do go to that fight, because A, we didn't see it. So all we can do is speculate. So
Right.
thank you for clarifying some of it. And I will ask you, because I know you were agreeing and disagreeing with some of the things he was saying.
for sure.
But B, it's because when we watched you in the pods, you did and are so genuine to the point that you talked so deeply about things that mattered so much. Everyone
Yeah.
got so invested. And it did feel as if after the Cabo trip, that was the moment that it started to unravel, if you will. If I saw the look on Nick's face that you had the day in Cabo, I would have thought he checked out.
People say, okay, I'm checked out. I'm trying to process, okay, the person that I have been and am being clearly is a work. I've never been in an argument like that with somebody I consider myself loving ever in my life. So let me figure out what it is that my now fiance needs out of me, the version of me that she needs, because I am trying to make this work.
I just want to make it very clear. Nothing on my end was physically assaulting him. And
I'll
he can
attest
agree with that.
I'll attest it.
I'm literally put in a position where I'm trying to prevent production to come and see this fight, like this argument that we're having. And I don't want it to look like we're in a bad space, or that I don't want cameras to come and make him look bad. Simple as that. I was trying to protect him. I just wanted to de-escalate this entire situation so that we could just go to sleep and revisit it in the morning. But now it's turned into an assault thing, which it wasn't.
Well, clearly, if you did, he would. You guys have
clear for everyone watching. There was no assault.
Yeah.
It wasn't assault, but I reject you saying that I yelled at you. My voice carries. I was asking you what's going on.
Production had to come in and calm you down. You were
they
very
had
upset.
They had to come in. I was upset
You were
after
yelling.
you touched me. I'm not saying this to be shady. I was more offended at being called outside of my name.
What did you call him other than his name?
Well, because he was disrespecting me for like over an hour. I said, you're acting like a little ass bitch. And
That's
I'm not
crazy.
taking it anymore.
That's crazy.
Yo.
That's crazy.
That's just how I felt.
It's crazy that why would you say that to any grown man out here trying to love you?
And it was crazy how you belittled me the way that you did.
Y'all asked men to take you seriously, and why would you belittle me?
So why are you got your finger in my face and yelling at me because I don't want to talk to you because I'm upset about my father? Had nothing to do with you.
But you didn't say nothing.
I literally just wanted to take a shower and go to bed, and that wasn't good enough.
And you didn't say that once.
It's never good enough. It's always what you want. But when you
Alex,
wanted space,
please.
it's okay. But when I wanted space, it wasn't good enough, right? Let's remember that.
That's just
it's always on your terms, Tim. Never mind. I never get a word in. You just talk for like 10 minutes in circles. You literally are so long-winded and only listen to yourself.
Hey, I'm literally being berated here. I'm just trying to speak my truth. So I can't speak my truth without apparently yelling at you and get called a bitch. Come on, man.
Don't try to spin it like somebody's trying to make you like that, because I tried to protect you throughout our entire relationship, which is why you look amazing.
Like, why are you trying to come for me when all I'm doing is showing you love? Why the attitude? Why? What did I do? What did I do to you?
Okay.
Well, look, I think it's safe to say that you felt disrespected in that moment. And I think another moment we all saw where you felt disrespected is when you took a nap when his parents came to visit. Looking back on that, why did you decide to take a nap knowing his parents had driven all that way to see and spend time with you? And do you regret maybe some of the ways you handled that day?
So what unfortunately wasn't shown is I work so much. I work in fashion, I bartend, and that night I had to bartend for the first time. We were with his parents at like 11 a.m.
I can't get with this.
Until about 6, 7 p.m. And I had to work at 9 p.m. at the bar till 3 a.m. And I simply wanted a nap after we had lunch. We talked for like 4 or 5 hours.
now we're looking at, ironically enough, we're looking at moving to DC. So, because, we spent a lot of time in San Diego and a lot of time abroad, and Taylor and I went through some moments where it was, as you saw on the show, it was very difficult for me to be away from my family and friends and to process that. And, I wanted to give that to Taylor so bad. And so we tried it. We spent a lot of time away, but it was very difficult for me to go through that. And I ended up sharing that with Taylor. It was difficult. And so, her being incredibly understanding and patient wife that she is, we talked about it and she agreed, like maybe we do something a bit more neutral ground, something closer to home. So DC seemed like the next natural fit. So we're excited about starting a life there together and seeing where it goes.
I lived in DC for 5 years, and the show had approached me, and I was kind of ready to go home, but I figured, this will be my last hurrah, why not? So you can clearly see how amazing my parents are and how I was ready to be by them, but it's when you get married, you become a unit, and I love you guys so much, and I don't know what the future has, but home is with Garrett, and so I'm excited to figure out this next chapter with you.
Wow. I'm getting all choked up.
Tell you.
Me and AD right now.
Gary, you mentioned that you guys have been doing a lot of traveling in this first year of marriage. I think we have some footage of that. Let's take a look.
Hello, love.
Hello, love. Got time to tea grumpy, yeah?
So cute, girl. This is so cute. Oh.
Cherry blossoms.
Yes.
I'm glad you cut that stash off.
Well, see,
Me
okay.
too.
Tyler just said, I'm glad you cut that stash off. So let's talk about
the stash.
the glow up of Garrett. You're going viral on the internet right now with the hair, with the 5 o'clock shadow. You modeled in Fashion Week.
Yes.
Is this like the wifey effect, or is this all you?
No, this is all Garrett for sure, but I saw the potential first, just for and I've always thought that you were very sexy.
This is all you. So you were just like, I'm going to grow out my hair.
Yeah, I've always had a latent interest in fashion, and I think we all have lots of different latent interests. And being
This is
married to a
y'all.
very fashionable and beautiful woman, I don't know. It
I don't
just
know if
felt like, it's finally found somebody worth looking good for, worth paying attention to my looks. And so she opened up that door for me. And yeah, we're running with it.
Well, it sounds like the move to DC is imminent, but aside from that move, what else is next for you guys? What's on the horizon?
I'm gonna follow him on Instagram, I think.
You'll like it. You'll like it. And a vacation.
And a vacation, yeah.
Yeah, you need that.
Well, I think for us, we are people that are very rigid and want to plan everything, but when we let the universe open up, we found each other, which has been the best adventure of them all. And so I think next for us is
Her ponytail is eating down. It's eating down, y'all.
being open to everything and anything. Spending more time with friends and family now that we're a bi-coastal couple is also a top priority for us.
Yeah, I'm extremely restless when I don't know the answer to something, and I think I spent a lot of the beginning of our marriage trying to know where we're going, what's going to happen, and it was not easy or fun. But once I just decided to just let go and let us be us and take one step at a time, I've really fell into this, and I'm really happy.
Well, see, look, you went onto
It's
the
so
show
nice.
without knowing the answer, and look where it led both of you guys. Well, congratulations as one of our married couples this season. We both look forward to seeing you on the other side in one of our next reunions. But I do want to go back to our other married couple. You guys mentioned in Cabo a tattoo, right? We kind of glazed over that. We haven't even talked about
No,
that.
we haven't talked about it. I haven't got her name tattooed on me, but I'm not opposed to it still to this day. The only people.
I'm glad they brought that up.
You forgot about that
I
part?
got you, girl. I told you, I got you, girl.
I got some space for it. We'll talk about it.
Would you really? Still on the chest?
Absolutely.
You guys talked a lot about wanting to start your own holiday traditions.
Yeah.
So with the holidays coming up, what do you guys got planned? What do we got in store?
Well, we had our first ornament that we had.
Yeah.
What else did we do? We went to a cabin, like one of those little mini getaway cabins. We did that.
So that's our thing. We're gonna create a new ornament every year.
We're going on Twitter after this, y'all.
We'll do one next year.
Threads.
We'll split up with the families. Last year we were with Ashley's family, which loved them. Took me in like I was one of their own. Had a great time. I think this year we'll split between Pittsburgh and Maryland.
We have some great footage of you guys in your last year of marriage, so let's take a look at that. This is Ashley and Tyler.
Feeling good, like I should know I'm in my shoes. I got a better bed, no one else can do. I gotta be me. I gotta be me.
This is
So
our matching
cute.
Christmas pajama, Christmas Eve vibe. With him over here. In his matching pajamas. And Cobes. Cobes, look.
I gotta be me. I gotta be me.
A lot of kissing.
Yeah. Love it.
Congratulations again.
Love seeing that. Love it. Guys, every season we fall in love with a new group of hopeful singles and find so much happiness in watching the married couples thrive from what they discovered through this experiment.
This Valentine's Day 2025 will mark the 5-year anniversary of the premiere of Love is Blind, and it is going to be the launch of season 8, which takes place in Minneapolis.
Wow.
That season in our celebration. We have 3 of the season 8 participants in the audience here. Can you guys wave?
What's up?
Wow.
Hi, Alex. Oh, we got a shock over there. I can't see. Brittany, hey, girl. How are you? And Joey. Again from Minneapolis. Alex, can you wave to everybody?
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Without giving too much away, what was it about living in Minneapolis that was having you struggle with finding the one that made you finally say, I'm going to go on Love is Blind?
I personally just prioritized other things in my life and work and friends and travel. It's such a small community. It's not like a major city, but it's also not a small town. So you kind of see the same people over and over, and it's a small bar scene. So yeah, I just never found the right person that clicked for me, but I'm excited to be here.
This is a once in a lifetime opportunity to really learn about who you are, how you communicate, and how well you work in a relationship. And I know I've taken a lot of those lessons into my marriage and just into life itself. So I would say just jump in and be yourself, and good luck.
We'll see. I'm not going to let it go. It's time to wrap it up. Right, Marissa? Right? Ramses now? Okay. Anyways, I want to thank so much our Season 7 cast for being here, being open, being vulnerable, being true. I want to thank our
I thought we
parents
were seeing
for
the
coming.
baby.
Thank you for spending the time with us. Minneapolis Season 8 for coming. Our OGs. We always love you.
Oh,
We're family
okay.
for life. And thank you to everyone watching yet another.
I want to
wonderful
close this
journey.
And once again, thank you to the Washington, D.C. crew for taking this leap and opening your hearts to us all. Thank you guys so much.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Woo! Okay, while the credits play, I just want to get into a few of the recent threads. The way Ashley kept looking at Tyler every time she spoke gave let's say on the same page. They wrote that wrong. I don't see the kids in those pictures. So epic fail. Ashley and Tyler, a year of not seeing your kids. Honestly, I'm just going to address it again. He stepped in for his friend. Now, they probably did see the kids, like, the night before or the day after. Who knows? Like, I don't think Ashley's going to allow him to be a deadbeat. For y'all out there that are, like, badgering this situation, get over it. Next. Who else? My take backs. Marissa still messing with Ramses again. Girl, you did too much. You did way too much. And their baby is so cute. I think Brittany and Leo being friends, that was cool. I don't know. Brittany definitely learned she had a glow up. She got her boobs done again. Great for her. So happy. What else? Let me see. everybody saying so Ashley settled. I really just don't think she settled. She found who she wanted, and that was that. I mean, I don't have really much else to say after watching this, but I'm excited for the Minneapolis show. Honestly, I feel like that's gonna be interesting because small town, weird people, things happen. I don't know. It's just what's given in my head. Who else? Steven and Monica. I feel like Monica was just a little bit too much for Steven. I've said this. I think even watching, it was just like he did bad. Not for nothing. I think, granted, yes, they are newly engaged, but there's still things that they had to work through. It is what it is. And then you have who we talking about? We did Alex, we did Ramses. Yeah, Alex and Tim. I feel like Tim was trying to, but Alex was just like, I don't want to hear it. It's all on you. I think it was a lot of a blame game with them. I don't know. I feel like Alex did not take any accountability at all. Zero. Literally only the part where she said she was crying on the bathroom floor and she covered his mouth. But other than that, there was like no accountability on things that she could have worked better at. Because watching the show, like he didn't even address what her house looked like, because that would have been out for me right there and then. And then Hannah and Nick, I feel like, not for nothing, I feel like Hannah literally just took the money and went and got her body done and became a whole new person. I don't know. It's not giving genuine. So for her to say Nick isn't genuine, Nick came on the show looking like he went and got some regular shoes, a suit. Hannah like a whole different person. She don't look like the person that she came on the show that she looked like. Okay? It's giving nose job, it's giving boob job, it's giving liposuction, it's giving I am a whole different person. And then she could not even answer the fact if she loved herself. So I don't think she really loved herself anyway at the end of it all. Like, you did all of this and you still don't love yourself. So why'd you go on the show to find someone who would love you through all your hell and back? I think if Nick did have it together, she would have stuck by him. But I think Nick and Vanessa did a lovely job with this reunion. They asked the questions that need to be asked and they shut down what needed to be shut down. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe and turn your notifications on because we got some more coming. So I'll see y'all later. Bye.